Hi everyone, this is SOG Consults. This is the part 3 of our taking off for Superstructure. So if you are watching us for the first time, please check our description. You will see the part 1 and part 2 of Superstructure, and you will see the previous videos for structural works. So in our part 1, we did block work, in which we carry out the adjustment for block work. We deduct our openings for window and door and our lintels also. So we obtain the square meter for our block work for 225 mm block and for 150 mm block. Later we did concrete in lintels. We did concrete in lintels, in which we obtain the concrete for our lintels. So today we are going to do reinforcement in lintels. So without further ado, let's dive in. So reinforcements. So we all know what is reinforcement. So in reinforcement to lintels, we have it's divided into two. We have the main bar and we have the stirrup. Let me show you our drawing. Where is it? Okay, this is it. So we wait for a minute. So you have to change the orientation. So I will take us to the section for the lintel. So this is our lintel. This is the main bars. So our main bar is divided into top bar and bottom bar, and we have our stirrups. These stirrups used to hold our main bars together and used to take care of shear. We use stirrups to take care of shear and used to tie our main bars together. So that's it. So let's type main bars. Our main bars is, for this work we are going to use 12 mm. Of our stirrup we are going to use 300 mm. So I want us to note one thing for our main bars. There's from here to here, as we did from here to here is 1.2. Our reinforcement main bar is not starting from here. There'll be a cover from here to here. There will be a cover from here to here. Let's assume a cover of 25 mm. That means we have 25 from here to here, and we have 25 from here to here, which is 50. So that means we are going to deduct 50 from the dimension from point A to point B. Also, we call something anchor. Though we don't normally, in our construction site here, we don't normally put anchor to our lintel, but structurally it's advisable to put anchor to our lintel ends. So for our anchor here, we did this, and we use 6 to 8D. Let me check our calculator. For 6 to 8D, assume we are using 12 mm bar. So 6 times 12 is 72. You can use 75. So you can approximate to, because 3 inches is 75 mm. So you use 75 for our anchor. And another factor to take note is that, for example, if the height of our lintel is 225, so 255 minus our cover at the top and our cover at the bottom is 50. 25 up, 25 bottom is 50. And I have to divide this section into two. So each main bar and bottom bar we have its own anchor. So divide by 2. Can you see we have a minimum of 87.5? That means if you use 8 times, because it says 6 to 8D, can see it passed 87.5. So that's another factor to take note. So we're going to use 75 for our anchor. That means we have 75 at the left, 75 at the right, which is 150. So 150 minus the cover here, which is 50. So that means 150 minus 50, we're going to have 100. We're going to have 100. That means to our length here, we're going to add 100 per each member. We're going to add 100 mm, which is 0.1. So also in this member, we have the section here. Can we see 1, 2, 3, 4? We have 4 members. 4. That means we have any member we do, we multiply by 4. So that's it. Let's for our member for W1. Let's put it down. W1. What is our W1? So from here, we can use our previous measurement, 1.5. That means 1.5 plus 0.1. I've explained that we got our 0.1. That means 1.5 plus 0.1 times 4, because we have 4 numbers of our members here. We have 4. So let's try that. So let's write it down. Equals to let's put it here. Equals to 1.5. Let's put brackets plus 0.1 bracket multiply by 4 asterisk 4. So we get 6.0. So in our W1 we have 7 windows. Just say equal to 7. Just press enter. So that's it. So next item is our W2. So we do the same thing for our W2. Just press equals to open brackets this plus 0.1 close brackets asterisk 0.4. Sorry, it's 0.4. 4 numbers. So we have how many numbers of W2? Just equals to, we have 14 numbers. So our W3, write equal to open brackets open brackets this plus 0.1 close brackets multiply by 4. So that's it. We have 6.4. And we have for our W3 we have two numbers of W2. For let's use W3 to W4. So for our W4, write equals to open brackets this plus 0.1 close brackets asterisk 4. So that's it. We have how many numbers of W4? You have 9 numbers. 9 numbers. So that's it. For D1, just press equals to open brackets D1 open brackets this plus 0.1 close bracket asterisk 4 D1 to D. We have D1 to D3. So how many D1 equals to, I think, 2. That's correct. For our D2, we write equals to, open brackets, 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 0.1 asterisk 4. We have 6.4. So this, how many D2 we have? So let's check, because in our, we use D2 in 225 mm and 150. So let's check the total number here. So it's 10. Just press enter. Also equals to, open brackets, 1.5 plus 0.1 close bracket and asterisk 4. So how many? I think it's 9 numbers. It's 9 numbers. I think it's 9 numbers. If you're not sure, you can just look at the Windows schedule we have here. So I'm just trying to confirm. So in order to avoid unnecessary errors, so we have for our members, we're also going to do for our links also, for our links. But let's sum up for member, because we're having different diameters for member. For member, we are using 12 mm. For our links or stereo, we are using 10 mm. So if you want to convert from meter to kg or tons, for member is different. It's a different formula. If you want to convert for stereo also, it's a different formula. So that's why we need to add it separately. Just press equals to this multiplied by this. So click here and just click at this. You see a plus, click and drag. So you get your answer. So to get the summation of everything here, just equal to sum, open brackets, click the first, hold shift, click the last, and just press enter. So you get your total length of member in meters. And just try and color it as color blue. So you can leave it like this or convert it into kg. If you want to, you can leave it like this. If you want to like insert it in your bill of quantity, you can now convert it to kg. So after reinforcements, our member, we have links. So I'm not going to start, because this place won't be able to contain the measurement for our links. So I'm going to start in the next page. So I think I've typed 25 mm links. So it's here. So in our links, we have to take notes. Let's check our session. This is how our links look like. This is our lintel session. So our link. So there's a cover from here to here. There's a cover from here to here. So let's assume our width is 225 and our cover is 25 from here to here, 25 from here to here. So making 50. That means here we have 175, here we also have 175, here we also have 175, here we also have 175. That means 4L to get the perimeter. So that's it. Come to and just do it outside here. Just your ring, just put 225 mm, 225. Then just put 175, 175. Then this one is 4. If you multiply it, so here, so that's for our ring. Now in our ring we also have like hook, though it's not shown in this rings. We have hook. The hook will bend like this, also bend like this. So for our hook, our hook for like 75 mm, for like for our 225 mm beam or lintel, we use a minimum of 75 mm hook. We use a minimum of 75 mm hook. So let's use 75 mm. So there's code for that. You multiply your diameter of bar times if it is between 7 to 10, so times 8, you get 80. So you can use 75 mm. So that's it. And we have 2 hook, so 2 times 75, 2 times 75 mm. So it's 150. Just come here, Ctrl C, and come here, paste. So that's the 150. So if you add the two together, you have 780. So here you have 780. So that 780 is in millimeter. So you can, if you can decide to convert it to meter, divide by 1000. So this is our answer in meter. This is an answer in meter. So we have gotten the length of our 225 mm ring. So we have gotten the length of our 225 mm ring. So what we want to do now is that for our ring, we also try and get the numbers of our ring, because let me take you through for our W1. To get the numbers is length divided by spacing plus 1. Length divided by spacing plus 1. So let's check our work here. Length at W1 is 1.5. So we are going to say 1.5. If you are to use spacing of our stirrups for maximum spacing is 300 mm, while the minimum spacing is 100 mm. So it's specified in the code. I think it's also stated here between 450 to 900 mm use 225, between 1 meter to 1.8 use this, between this to this use this, between this to this use this. This is produced by the specification from the engineers, but for this work purpose, let me just use 300 all through, regardless of the size. So that means for Y1 we have 1.5. So that means 1.5 divided by 1.3 plus 1 to get the numbers, our numbers. So we can get the numbers of our rings. So let's do something. Let's put equals to this divided by 0.3, then plus 1 plus 1. So we have 6. So that's 6. So we can say 6. So 6 numbers. So for our Y2, so let's try and get the numbers for other measurements. For our height, we just 1.6 divided by 0.3 plus 1. So we get 6.333. Just ignore the division this thing, because we on our measurement we have 52.20, so we likely having decimal this thing figure, so you can just ignore it. For our window 3, can go here. This window 3, just click and say divided by just equals to window 3, just click divided by 0.3, then plus 1. For our window 4, window 4 equals to our measurements divided by 0.3 plus 1. So that's it. So for we are working with our 225 links. That means we solve for only where our lintel is 225 first, then solve for our where our lintel is 150 then add the 2, because since it's the same diameter of bar, can decide to add the 2, unlike in our main bar, which our main bar is 12 So just to make it more easier for us when converting it to tons or kg. So that is just different, nothing special about that. So on our D1 also just click here, right, equal to this, yes, divided by 0.3 plus 1. Now D2 also D2, then write equals to this divided by 0.3 plus 1. So I've gotten the numbers for ring. So now to get the length now for W1 in our dimension column, just write equals to, the length is 0.85. that means the total length of our rings. That means total length of our ring like this, and then times the number per each lintel, times the number in W1, that means times asterisk this. Now press enter. So we got 5.10 meters. So how many W1 do we have? So that's what we are going to find now. So write equals to, for our W1 we have seven numbers. For our window, W1 means window, we have 7 number of windows of type 1. So that's it. Equals to, this is the length of our stereo, total length of our stereo, times the number of stereo in one of the window 2. Then we're going, how many number of window 2 we have? Let's check if we call it correct. Okay, 225 times A. So we are correct. So So how many number of W2 we have? Just press equals to, go and check W2. Instead of going up, it's written here 14. Just press enter. Equals to number W3, window 3, the length of our interior, then multiply by the numbers in one of the window 3. Let's press enter. Then equals to how many number of window 3 do we have? It's 2. Then for window 4, equals to the length times the number in a single lintel. In a single lintel beam, then the numbers in W4 is 9. Also in W1 equals to 4.85 multiplied by 7 numbers. That's it. So how many W1 do we have? I think W1 throughout is for 2 to 5 mm links. So just write equals to 2. Equals to 2. That's it. For our W2 equals to the length multiplied by the numbers. That's it. So in W2, I think we only choose 2 out of 10. We check this one, 2 to 5 mm here, 150. So we have only 2 here. So 2 out of the 10 lintel beam we have. So that's it. For 2 are 2 to 5 mm, while the rest of the 8 numbers remaining is for 150. It's for 150. Just press equals to 2. It's written here equal to 2. So that's it. So just sum everything, just multiply to get our squaring column. Just equals to 7 multiplied by 7 asterisk this. Just enter, then click here, locate this cross, drag down. So we have obtained for our 225 mm links. So for our 150 mm links, just write 150 here, 150 mm links here, 150 mm links. Can now make it bold. After making it bold, so we are going to do the same thing. Let's check our section. I assume this place is 150. 150. Sorry, 150. We remove cover, 2 cover here, 25.5, which 50. So the perimeter is 100 times 4. Then for our hook, we can assume a hook of, since it's 100, the length of this is 100, we can assume a hook of 2 inch, which is 50 instead of 75. So let's try and put that down also. Just ring, also 225, 150 ring. So let's say 4 times 150. Then just try and copy formula. Come here and just paste. So 2 times 50 also. 2 times 50, just paste. That means we have 700. Come here, copy formula, paste, we have 700. Come here, Ctrl C, just try and paste here. So that means the total length of our for 150 mm link, round is 700 mm, which is 0.7. So now we have to do the same thing. Also we have to obtain the numbers. So it means D2 and D3. So those are the links for 150 mm, D2 and D3. So D2, this is D2. Now also write D3. So drag it down for D3 also. So for our D2 and D3, just write equals to D2, this, then divided by 0.3 plus 1. Yes, 6 numbers. Then equal to, for D3, equal to this divided by 0.3, so plus 1, 5.5 numbers. Also okay, so that's it. So we can now try and get the total length by using equals to the length here times the number in that single section of lintel beam. So that's it. Also let's do the same for D3, equals to 0.7 multiplied by, actually this place can be approximated to 5.5, or you can just do it like that. So we get 4.2 and 3.85. So how many numbers we have for D2? So here we have 8. It's 10 because I've used 2 for 2 to 5 mm, so it's 8 here. So 8 and 9. Just for template purpose, you can click it. So anytime you edit, so it will change according to everything. You have to change according to your edit, so you have to be repeating the same figure. You can just edit it as you like. So here I just try and say Ctrl C, come here, Ctrl V, come here, Ctrl V. So to get the total length of our links now, of our 10 mm bar, this for 10 mm bar for our links, just equals to sum, open brackets, this, hold your shift key, and this, just press enter. That means for our main bar we have 336.4 meters for 12 mm bars. For this one we have 253.69 meters. So we are done with our measurements. For if you want to extract it to P, so you can now multiply by the kilogram per meter. So that's it. So if you are done with our taking off for reinforcements, so for the next part we are going to move into form work. So if you are watching us for the first time and would like us to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please like our videos, give us a thumbs up, and please share these videos with students in quantity surveying, your friends, your colleagues, your seniors, your juniors that have been needing these videos. Bye and stay blessed.